Son of a bitch, that hurt. Hey. Oh my God, we're actually live. I didn't know that. Okay, so hey, welcome everyone. Jesus, you gotta give me a warning there, Zach. Welcome to episode 53 of Gunpla Talk. I'm one of your many hosts here. My name is Tim, one and only child of Mecca. So we're back. Got a nice little surprise. There goes that little surprise. Anyway. Look at this guy right here. Look at this guy. He's back. This dude. Yeah. Welcome back, Simon.
Somebody's got an echo going.
We're getting some echo.
Do you remember me?
Who are you again?
My name is Simon. Hello.
All right. Yes.
Simon, for this stream only, can we just call you Simon Dan? Because now every time I hear, I've still been watching Simon Dan, and now when you're saying Simon, I'm just thinking Simon. Simon.
I don't understand that reference.
Darn it.
You know the YouTube channel Simon Dan. You guys don't watch Simon Dan?
Oh no.
Sorry.
I think I know who you're talking about.
he does like debunking flat Earth videos.
Oh well, I might
Is
like
it
that.
full?
He's just a funny English guy who just takes the piss out of flat earthers. He's funny.
That's like his whole channel?
Yeah.
I may have to start watching.
That's great.
Sounds
That sounds
funny.
fantastic.
Yeah.
It's pretty good.
Oh hell.
Sorry.
All right. So
anyway.
you guys, we're back. We're just gonna shoot the shit today with our boy Simon. We got a full crew. Justin's here as well, Mr. Bustinius Gilds. What?
I didn't even notice.
I mean, whatever floats your boat, my guy. It's like, hey. But yeah, so we're just gonna have some conversation. We're gonna talk. We're in the middle of a worldwide crisis. Yes, I say crisis. The crisis of the world. We're running out of toilet paper. That's the crisis.
Be careful.
No,
Someone called me out that time.
Look at Simon. He's ready.
Kitchen roll.
Kitchen roll.
Cut it in half, double the amount.
Hey, when in doubt, right?
One sheet and then two people at the same time. Save time.
Ooh,
There you go.
double bubble. All right,
Let's
go.
Careful.
Dual wipe.
Nice. Anyway, so we're just gonna talk. What'd you say, Zach?
I was just gonna say, be careful. On the stream a couple weeks ago, I said, what's the deal with the toilet paper? I don't get that meme. And someone was like, it's not a meme. People are really taking it seriously. So be careful.
If they don't know us by now, then they just don't know us at all. Anyway, so we're gonna be talking today. We're gonna be catching up with everybody. We haven't done this for like almost 2 months now, it seems, or it feels like anyway, from January, I guess.
Yep.
We're gonna get some news here in a minute, but first, we're gonna make sure we get everybody back up to speed with who we are and what we're building. So, who wants to go first? Which one of you all boys wants to go? You know what? Screw that. No. We're going right here. This dude right here. We're going Simon. Simon, how are you? Introduce yourself to everybody, because obviously you haven't been here in a while. And what the hell are you building?
I'm building a J gun.
Yeah.
That's a good one.
And well, really, I'm just experimenting with paint a bit. So I'm just kind of doing a very contrasty color thing.
Oh, whoa. Man, that's contrast.
Right.
Nice.
Yeah, I'm just, because it's been so long, I'm just easing myself back into it. So I thought I'll just do a nice paint job and we'll go with that.
Had it been a while since you painted?
Yes.
Yeah. Oh man, was it nice just getting the airbrush out and just seeing the paint go on?
Oh, definitely, yeah.
Yeah. Oh man,
Yeah.
cool.
Even today, spending an hour or so just priming.
Oh, priming.
Nice.
priming.
Yeah.
I mean, so good.
So more importantly, how you feeling?
I'm getting there. I'm
Yeah?
better.
Well, you're here. That's
I have-
an important thing.
I have my plate in now. Here.
Yeah.
It feels
So
weird. There's kind of like a dead space here.
Oh,
Can you actually like feel it? Like it's like right there.
Yes.
Whoa, that's weird.
It's very weird. It was an absolutely amazing process. The hospital showed me how they 3D modeled it
wow.
using a scan of my skull. They showed me the big hole where it was, and how they 3D printed it using a titanium alloy, and then screwed it into my skull.
Oh man, do you have a sweet X-ray showing it like attached to your skull?
I do, but it's on a disc, and who uses discs anymore? But anyway,
Oh, it's on a CD. Oh my gosh, yes.
they sent me a CD-ROM with all my scans on it.
Wow.
I got it on a floppy disk. It's at home.
Oh man.
Pull out the zip drive. Nice. Awesome. He's half man, half machine, folks. And man, I'm going to tell you what. It's good to see you. It's good to have you back. And man, I'm super happy for you. I'm pumped.
Thank you. It's good to be back.
Absolutely, brother.
That's for sure.
Absolutely. Hell yeah. Good stuff. Good stuff. All right. Let's move along and let's go over to Boo Boo, Mr. Bustinius Gilds.
You gotta make me go second. Is that?
Yeah. Hey, you were the one that did the weird name. So yeah, come on now. Put up or shut up. Let's go.
What's up? I'm Justin. Everybody knows me, I guess. I hope. That's all I got for you.
What are you working on?
Oh, I thought. Oh yeah, we are doing that too, aren't we? I'm working on
Yep.
a lot of things because I am indefinitely out of work. I don't know when I'm going back. So
Join the club.
Damn.
So let's see. Right now, I'm working on at this exact moment, I'm working on a gun cannon. I've got a whole plethora of miniatures next to me as well.
You have a what?
A bunch of minis.
No, but what did you say?
Plethora.
A plethora.
A plethora.
So I'm working on those.
Hefe.
I've got
Uh-oh.
a Sazabi. I don't know why she's in her underwear. I've got a Sazabi I'm working on. A couple other things. There's an Easy 8 around here.
An Easy 8. That's unusual for you.
Isn't it?
Weird. Okay. That's all you got?
That's all I got.
All right. Go put some clothes on Bree real quick. Jesus. We're going to
She's
have to make
supposed
this
to be in her room.
Anyway, all right, let's go. Jesus.
Fair enough.
Let's go over to Josh. Hey, there he
I'm
is.
Josh from Australia. JoshVidera.com, Twitter, Instagram, all that stuff. I've been working on an old kit that I half finished maybe like a year ago. The Advanced Hazel Master Grade.
All right.
And this guy's face is just still ridiculous and cool how it pops down. He's got the little single eye in there and his big front hands. Yeah, so I love the original high grades, of course. And so these are just really fun. And there's this little inner frame leg with just the booty on there. So that looks ridiculous. But yeah, just been snapping that together. Yeah, and nice bunch of parts in the leg here from the Mark II. So yeah, that's just been a little snap that I've been doing, and it's been nice. Yeah,
Wonderful.
that's
Well,
it.
good to see you, man. Good to see you. I'm glad to see you working on Gunpla again.
Oh yeah.
Yeah. All right, let's go over to Zach. Zach, introduce yourself? What are you working on?
Hello. I was just gathering some stuff that I'm working on here. So, a lot of things. My barba toast is done. Let's see. I'll show you guys that if I can. Here's that guy.
Ooh,
Can't really
sexy,
see it that well, but
Oh man,
yes.
so good.
Look good. Really happy with how that came out, and really happy with how my character figure for that came out as well. But I'm not so convinced about the combination of the two. I was talking with Josh a bit about this yesterday. Like the colors of the mobile suit and the colors of this don't really go well together, so I'm trying to figure out how to do that. If I want to just separate them or maybe do something different with the base. I'm trying to figure that out, and then that's pretty much done otherwise. And so the next thing that I'm now working on is the RG Sazabi for a commission. So it's just in like a teal color. It's two-tone. It's kind of hard to see, and there's not a lot of the armor on it at the moment, but the armor is in two-tone teal, and like the black is all changed to like a stone, like blue-gray color. Anyway, so it should be pretty cool when that's done. So I'm just working on that. And then I got this guy, which is not painted or anything yet, but just recently built up. I just wanted to show you guys how cute it is, because it's gigantic.
What? Wow.
160 scale.
Look at that
kit. It's pretty huge. It's
that-
turbo time.
That's enormous.
Very cool. It's really huge. Actually, not quite as tall as the Mega Size Unicorn, though. The Mega Size Unicorn is still taller. That thing is gigantic, but it's almost as big. It's very wide, of course.
Yeah, but the Mazinga's 1/60th, right?
Yeah.
But and still, the Unicorn's 148.
Yeah, yes, but just
physical size.
Yeah. Whilst building it, this seemed like it was going to be at least as big, if not bigger, because it doesn't have it's not called a mega size kit, but in every other way, it's a mega size kit. So, although the scale is slightly different, I assumed the ultimate size would be about the same size, but it's a little bit shorter.
Gigantor size kit.
It's probably about the same size as the mega size RX-78,
okay.
Which I do have over there. I haven't put them side by side yet to check, but I need to record that review probably tomorrow, and I'll check it at that time. But anyway, it's big, yeah. So, and I know he was here watching. I don't know if he's still around here. Strider Prime in the chat. When he saw that I was building that kit, he asked me if I wanted to do a build off with him. So I said, yeah, sure, because I am hoping to paint that next month in April. So once I get this done, and the side things I'll be working on too, but I want to also just paint that guy up too. So
nice.
You know what scheme you're gonna do?
Huh? That's the thing. I haven't decided on the color scheme yet. I'm still thinking about that. It's a tough one because it's such a different design from like a Gundam thing. So it's harder for me to wrap my head around a good color scheme for it. But still thinking about that.
Those Mazingas, like whenever, because of all the textures and the panels on them, I'm always tempted to just do a full like metallic ultra chrome on it, because it would just look really cool on a spinning base. Just the surfaces are cool.
Yeah, I thought about doing like all gold, just like 2 or 3 different like colors of gold on it like that, but I don't know. I built 2 gold kits last year, so I'm kind of like tired of gold kind of at the moment, but I don't know. Maybe. Yeah. We'll see. But so those are the things that I'm kind of working on. I have a couple other smaller things. I have a couple of the notch-in kits that are works in progress still, and this little thing. I'll just show you this. This little of the Mecha Collection Macross Frontier kits. So the base coat is painted, but I need to do some masking and paint a couple other colors on it. But it's a really tiny little ship kit.
That's cool.
Kit.
Yeah. The little Mecha Collection kits are really cool for just building very, very tiny scale, gigantic, massive spaceships.
Nice.
Very cool. The Star Wars ones as well. Very cool.
All right. Well, let me show what I'm working on here real quick. Here is
Yes.
Zacho.
All right. Here you go.
All right. So real quick, if you don't follow the live streams, then you're not going to know. But if you do, you've seen me work on this guy right here. Ooh, focus. So basically what I'm doing here, kids, is converting a Jesta to a remixed RX-78. So just kind of obviously added chest vents, modified the master grade Verka head pretty significantly, lengthened that, added a different V fin. I don't know, it's not even focusing.
What V fin is that? I forget.
What's that?
That's the Zeta Plus V fin you added, was it?
Zeta Plus V fin on this. Yeah. So Josh, there you go, right?
Yeah. Oh man, it's so nice. It's still so nice.
So, like I said, I wanted to remix some of the details on the RX-78 and graft it onto the Jesta body and everything like that. So there's still a significant amount of work to do, but we are definitely getting there. Like I've been working on the leg, pretty significantly, changing up details and stuff like that. I did a custom built knee unit here. It's obviously hard to see because it's so blown out. There, it's a little bit better now there. So knee unit there, extended the, beefed up the calf areas and stuff like that on the
cool.
Jesta, because the calf on the Jesta is kind of anemic and it's just real thin. And then obviously I added these kind of nicely little serrated details in various spots and all that good stuff there. So that's one project that I'm working on. Now I'm working on a second project, believe it or not, because I'm a full-time modeler now, not by choice. Yeah, well, one of those things. But I'm working on this guy right here too. Yeah,
cool.
little SD unicorn grafted onto high grade unicorn body. And proportions are, a little bit different. Obviously, the hands are Bandai Builder hands. Cut down the legs a lot, and they're, kind of a work in process. But yeah, that's what we're working on. So, yeah, swing on by the live streams if you want to see me build it. That's all I got. Anyway.
You're separating your live streams between which ones you're working on at different times,
yeah.
right?
Yeah. So I'm live streaming 3 p.m. to 5 p.m. Eastern US time, Monday through Friday, every day, and that's all working on this little guy right here, right? And then Monday and Wednesday, I stream from 10 p.m. to 12 a.m. Eastern time, Eastern U.S. time, and we're working on the GBWC. This is for GBWC. This is a GBWC build, so we're working on that. And then obviously Friday is kind of our group show mechanism, so we have fun on there too. So, but yeah. So real quick, I just wanted to add this little guy is actually for what's called the Team SD build off on Instagram. A couple friends, Jason and Sabrina, started that, and a bunch of us kind of joined in. We kind of partnered off. So my partner is Chris Pabs. He's in the chat. And he's actually doing a Neo Zeong, and I'm obviously doing the full armor unicorn, and that's kind of the theme of the Team SD build off. So pretty good time. Check it out on Instagram. Look it up through the hashtags and all that. I'm sure you probably follow somebody on there that is participating. So just follow the hashtag and see us all. So it's a good time. It's a good time. So, yeah. All right. So now that we got that out of the way, Zach, you want to take it away with the news?
Sure.
Okay.
Let me see here. All right.
Oh man, somebody in the
Surely.
chat said, "Is GBWC going to happen this year?" I didn't even think of that.
We can talk about
You can
that
probably
later.
Think of that.
Yeah, let's talk about that in a
Wow.
little bit. Yeah.
Yeah, cool.
Because I know a bunch of people have been asking my opinion on my streams and stuff like that, and it's a whole kind of conundrum.
Mhm.
Okay. All right. Hang
Hey
on. Sorry, I
Simon,
had to-
is there any chance of seeing your dog at some time during the show?
My dog is fast asleep, unfortunately.
Oh, damn it. Okay. Well, I've put in a vote then, just in case she wakes up.
Okay. That's
Here we
not
go.
what we want. Here's what we want.
Hey.
Well, since we haven't been here for 2 months, there's probably been a lot of other stuff that we missed, but here's just a few of the recent things. New F92 eye pack. It's a bit of a tricky name. F92. Well, they maybe intercept mission pack, but it's eye mission pack. He's got a little bit more defined nose on the F92 compared to the F90.
This is what your paint scheme, Simon, was reminding me of on your shield.
Oh yeah.
Oh yeah,
Yeah.
definitely would be a proper paint scheme for one of these kits, but
Whew.
it is pretty cool. It's the
Yeah.
first of the mission packs that I've actually been kind of interested in.
I like the
shield's
side
pretty
leg
intense.
thrusters.
Mm.
The side leg
Yeah.
thrusters are kind of cool. I like those. I like the shapes and everything. Those are neat. But the
It's
shield
very
is kind of cool
Macross
too.
style.
You know? Yeah. It's not something you see in Gundam very often. But then this is F90, so
Yes.
Because we don't normally get packs like this. Looks so Macross. Hey.
yeah.
Mm.
But yeah, you can build it just as the F92, not 92, but 90 space 2.
The shoulders,
Uh,
the triple vents on the shoulders. That's great.
Yeah, I like that.
Reminds me of the what is it? The Interceptor version of the Stylet as well. The frame arms kit had that. This design obviously was out before that, so this would be the original. But the version of the Stylet also has that. Let me see. Close enough. Yes. Of course, I'm not gonna see a picture right away, but
Up the top left kind of looks okay.
yeah, it's a little bit different. Well, anyway,
Oh yeah.
Mm.
you can see it.
You're
Anyway.
incorrect, Zach. That's not exactly the same. So what a waste of time.
Certainly reminds me of that. But pretty cool. The F90 kit is really, really nice. So it's just a variant of that anyway. The chest and head, I think, is a little bit different. Otherwise, mostly the same, I think. Yeah, it looks like it. Shoulders is too, as well too. But yeah, it's a nice kit. It's a shame that it's a P Bandai kit. It's a completely original master grade. So, but yeah, really nice. Simon, do you have one?
No, but I want one now.
Yeah, you definitely need to get one.
Yeah.
If not this, then just the regular F90, which I'm sure is probably also getting a reissue at the same time. They keep having to reissue it as they keep putting out packs. It can ride on the shield too. The beam lance is pretty interesting. The effect part for that.
Yeah.
So, should be interesting. It's a very unique design. Okay. This also not very new, but I guess the release date for this was delayed. I don't know if we talked about. I don't remember when this was first announced. I don't know if we talked about this in July. I don't remember in January. I don't remember, but it does look pretty cool.
Yeah. So fat.
It's very beefy. Yeah.
Man, it's so good.
Chunky boy.
Yeah. I think there's a is it 144 or 100 scale resin kit that came out, I think, from like C3 or something a couple years ago. That I think that I liked the proportions of that better. It wasn't quite as chunky.
Yeah.
When in the
I
Studio
like that one
Reckless?
more.
I don't remember, but
I thought it was, but I could be wrong.
They do all the good stuff anyway.
That is true, yeah.
But the engineering looks nice. It looks nicer than what they did with the Gustav Karl, which was also a very chunky HGUC kit. This one looks a little bit nicer in its engineering anyway, so it looks like it'd be pretty cool. Very big.
Yeah.
That's cool.
I'm getting a Sananju Stein vibe from it, especially on the lower legs. Anybody else?
Oh yeah. Yep.
Okay. But it's just not me. All right.
Just in the design. You'd have to, well, yeah, I wonder who did the design work for this.
Yeah.
I'm not sure. But yeah, that's coming out, so I guess that's delayed, and this kit delayed. So I guess the June kits are delayed, apparently, or at least a couple of them here, it seems like. This is the Tri-Age Magnum, just a different version of the Age 2 Magnum. This one is also just like a beefed out version of the Age 2 Magnum that came out, a year or a year and a half ago or something like that. 2 years maybe at this point. It's been out for a while, but I like this version of it. It's much more armored, especially around the legs there.
The legs are cool. Yeah.
In case anyone's unfamiliar, just for comparison.
Oh yeah, super long leg boy.
Yeah.
Well, this is the MG, but anyway, basically the same design, right? So, but you can see that's a lot chunkier. So
Yeah. I like the first one better.
the thinner one.
The Master Grade. Yeah, I like that one better. That's just me though. I don't,
I like them both. I mean, I think it looks good thin and it looks good thick too. Because I mean, just the H2 design like that is nice with the different proportions and stuff. The proportions thing, the legs on the HG are not quite as long. The proportions on the HG are a little bit different. Slightly.
Yeah.
Yeah, the legs don't seem quite as long on the HG anyway, but yeah. They're both good. Yeah, that's cool. But delayed apparently, so bummer. Okay, and this is just a couple of Olympic exclusive stuff. They have two different versions for the Olympics and for the Paralympics. The Paralympics version is red, and the regular Olympics version is blue. So I don't know. I guess these are maybe going to be delayed as well. I haven't seen anything about it, but since the Olympics are delayed until next year, I wonder if they're going to still put out the Gunpla this year, or they're just going to put out the Gunpla next year as well. They're going to have to change all the markings on it to Tokyo 2021.
And the cool stickers, yeah.
Probably not a big thing because it's just stickers, and I'm sure the kit hasn't gone into production yet anyway. But or maybe it has. I don't know. It's March, so I don't know. But yeah, I haven't seen any updates about the release for this. But it's just the Revive Arc 782 Gundam HG kit. As far as I can tell, I don't think anything's different about the molding. Although some of the details do look slightly different. So I'm wondering if this is the Revive kit or not, actually.
Are those panel lines on the forearms normally?
Yeah, no, the horizontal panel line on the forearm is different.
No,
and
that's
then
the
on
same.
Huh?
It's the same?
That's the same.
Okay.
On the
That's
front
the Revive.
ankle armor. The front ankle armor didn't have that little notch on the side, I'm pretty sure.
No, it did.
It did?
Yeah, I think I have one right over here.
Yes, who is going to be correct?
The battle of wills.
Oh yeah, maybe it does. Yeah.
Oh man! And is the
Yeah.
arm the same? The forearm?
Let's
Looks like it.
see.
No, I took it back upstairs. But yeah, it's definitely there.
Okay. Yeah. Okay.
Man, good one.
Fair enough. I'm often using mine for a comparison, for like a size comparison, in my review videos and stuff, but it's unpainted, so I guess I'm not seeing those details because it's just blown out white because it's not painted or anything yet. Yeah, so that, and then also there's a Haro as well, of course, Olympics Haro, and again the Paralympics version is in red. So it's cool that they're making that limited stuff, but with the Olympics, yeah. So I don't know what I don't know what they're gonna do with that, but so those will be out. And then the last thing here, just of the recent announcement stuff, is another version of the Gun Easy RE kit, the Bluebird, the ground type Bluebird team colors. So the fourth variation of this kit they're putting out.
Milk it, Bandai, milk it.
That's so cool, just standing like that. Oh man.
Yeah. I do have to admit that I have the original, and I haven't really been to, like, I haven't wanted to get any of the other versions yet, but seeing the four of them all stood together like that, that's pretty cool.
Yeah. Yeah, then you just post this photo, and then you can get a 4-pack all together, and yeah.
That would be cool if they put out a 4-pack of all 4 kits together.
Mm.
The only thing different about the molding of this is the knee has the 4 little notches on there. compared to the regular ground type. You see the knees different.
Yeah.
Otherwise, compared to the original, the shoulder and the head is not the shoulders, but like the top of the torso, those bits, and also the head is slightly different from the original. But other than that, it's mostly just color swap. The decals, like the markings on this one, do look really cool though. I like that kind of retro MSV style markings for this. Those look pretty cool.
I would never paint a kit in that color blue. I'm like, that's just too rich. I would just never do it.
Yeah.
But there it is.
It's pretty bright. So it's like the Blue Destiny version Gun Easy.
Oh yeah.
It reminds me of that bright blue. But yeah, I think that was pretty much it in like the recent announcement stuff. There wasn't really too much else noteworthy that I can remember, or at least that I can think of off the top of my head. But there's a bunch of this different build diverse stuff. This kit is actually pretty cool. I think this is looking kind of interesting. The Gundam Aegis Knight. The big shield for that is kind of cool looking.
Whoa.
Yeah.
I hadn't seen this one yet.
It's pretty interesting. And there's the transformation of that. So it's kind of like this part of it reminds me of, what's that? The Curios? Has that part like folded in the back. Just folded in there, part of the backpack. And then, but it has like this like sort of goofy looking transformation that's supposed to be like the Aegis.
Yes.
I gotta say, it's not really working, but I tried.
So was that the Gundam kit? I can't tell.
What?
I was saying, so that's actually the Gundam? I can't tell.
Yeah, it is.
Yeah.
No, I mean, the transformation is really convincing.
Yeah.
And yeah, this kind of thing that you can make with the weapons can transform. But anyway, the transformations are all kind of goofy looking, but the Gundam itself, I think, does look pretty interesting. So I like this better than the Justice Knight that came out. It was the Injustice Knight kit that came out last year.
Oh, that's right. Yeah.
Had a much more kind of knight look to it. This one's less knight looking. So I can dig it. But that is all for that.
Did anybody get the Hasten Play Ra too?
I did, yes.
You got yours ages ago, didn't you, Zach?
Not ages ago, actually. I don't know if that was delayed or if I got it like in the second batch or something. I don't know why it took so long, but yeah, I did finally get it. Not ages ago. It's not built yet, but yeah, it's here in the queue.
Okay. Yeah. Oh, just the addition of the white looks so nice. I know I could paint mine, but yeah.
Yeah. It does, and it's got all the Hazel 2 parts, or not the Hazel 2, the Hurtado parts in there that you need, different from the original. Also, the face is different. So, yeah, very cool.
I don't know when mine will come because of delays, of course. So now I'm waiting excitedly. We'll see. Maybe Christmas. Yeah.
And then the mobile armor mode is so cool for that as well. It's like one of the few kits that I built it in the mobile armor. I was like, this is really awesome. Actually, I usually not really a big fan, but it's super cool. Yeah.
Nice.
Did anybody get the I think Simon and Zach, did you get the Faz for a car? Did anybody else get it?
Yeah.
Did you get it, Tim? No, not into it. No, Justin, no.
Nah.
I want to get it. It's sold out everywhere, but yeah.
It exists in a very strange place for me because I think it's absolutely the hideous thing, like the most ugliest thing I've ever seen. But I really, really, really want to build it.
Yep.
Nice.
It looks so nice in all gray. Just even without the armor. That's what's mainly tempting me. I'm like, I just want to see it in gray, a little purple and blue. Oh.
Well, I mean, you could do it up and put it right next to your Zeta. Zeta Plus, totally. I mean, anyway.
Yeah, I totally could. Yep, just forever. Till I die, I just make gray and purpley blue suits. I love it. Yeah.
And there's nothing wrong with that.
No, there's nothing.
No, I mean, I love the design and I love the engineering that went on with the Faz, but I mean, it's just another kit that honestly I don't need at this point. Which if I do get it, I don't know when the hell I'm going to build it.
Mhm.
You know, so I don't know. I'm kind of like Justin. It's just like in that weird spot that I really, really like it, but I don't see myself building it anytime soon. So why even bother spending the money, especially now?
Did you
You know,
do, yeah, yeah. Did you do the double Zeta?
no, I didn't get any of the double
Yeah,
Zeta.
okay,
So
cool.
I like the Faz better than the double Zeta. The double Zeta,
Mm-mm.
again, I really like the engineering and the craftsmanship that went into it, but it's just not my flavor. Like the Faz, yeah, it's Sentinel. That's my jam. I'll do that all day. I mean, hell, I could get one painted up, similar to like what Josh might do, and I'll put it next to the Hummingbird, full on, grayscale, Grim Reaper style, but it's never going to happen anytime soon. So why even bother? I mean, I got a freaking Deep Striker over here collecting dust on the floor right now, and it's like, when am I ever going to build that thing?
I'll build it for you. Bring it to me.
Shut up.
What do you mean though?
You want to buy? You want to buy it off me?
MG ever?
No, I have the Mechanicore version, and it's never gonna get built.
I'm sorry.
Yes. Yeah,
I love it. It looks
never.
great. I just don't have anywhere to put it.
I'll sell you my Deep Striker for $250, Justin.
See, I'm buying John's Elan Kshatriya.
Oh, why?
So because
Ugh.
I thought you already
Have you
had
never
it.
had one, Justin? Didn't you have
I
one?
did.
and
I sold it to my best friend Jacob, and then this one came along, and I'm basically buying it at cost.
Oh, wow.
Does it have all the right parts?
I think it's missing one piece, or it's a piece that's like a duplicate, so I can just cast it and call it a day.
Yeah, that's fair. As long as it's not like a mirrored part or something like that.
Yeah, it's one of like the sandwich parts.
I got you.
I didn't think any of those would be kicking around anymore, but wow.
Not many.
Yeah. I mean,
They
I
come
got
up every once in a while.
I got a zero. What is it? Zero store.
Zero store.
Mechanicore. Yeah,
Fuck
right
that
here.
Kit. Fuck that kit.
Oh, I've got that dude too. Yeah.
Yeah. You don't see many of those floating around, but it's up there.
You don't see many of those floating around outside people's backlogs.
Yeah.
Yes. Oh man. It could just be all the boxes could just be filled with lead. No, we just wouldn't even know. We just keep it on our shelf.
Right.
Yeah.
Yeah, I'll sell you a box of lead for $250. Oh man. All right, boys. So let's What's up?
I still get asked every now and then. Maybe not quite once a week, but still maybe something close to that. I have someone asking me about one of the Mechanicore kits that I've like unboxed or something on my channel. Like, hey, did you ever finish that kit? And it's like, well, yeah, I finished it and I kept it a secret. I never showed anyone on YouTube. This gigantic kit that would take months, and I just did it secretly, and you guys didn't know about it. Like,
yeah.
Because
I don't know where you would find the time back. You already do more than I can figure out how you manage. Throw a Mechanicore kit on top of that.
I wanted to. It was one of the things I wanted to do this year. I don't know though. Just with because we're planning on moving next year, so I'm kind of like hesitant to. Well, that's why I decided not to do GBWC this year, because I don't really want to spend like months and months like on one big project when I'd rather just get like as much as I can done of just other smaller things and stuff like that before having to move everything.
Yeah, that makes sense.
I don't blame you, especially with your wall of kits back there.
Yeah.
Are you taking all those with you, or are you going to sell them off before you move?
Well, it's undecided yet. I would like to take as much as possible. I'm sure I'll sell some stuff, but
autograph the boxes and mark it up 25%.
I think my wife would prefer if I sold all of it. So it's gonna be a bit of negotiation and probably a bit of me like every month or so, like sneaking a box to the post office and just like sending some like for Adam to just store for me there.
Yes.
Sending it like little by little.
The question is, do you keep the boxes? Because if you don't keep the boxes, you can bag them down.
Yeah, definitely.
Okay, good.
So that's the thing. I can start with like kits that like are already built up, and like that I know I'm not gonna bother working on like in the next year. So like, yeah, I've got a lot of the stuff is actually already built, so that's good anyway. I can just ditch the boxes and just put a bunch of them into one big box, and it'll be fine.
All right.
You guys remember when you were at like? Oh, go right.
Time out for just a second. Simon, what color t-shirt are you wearing? Oh, you ruined it. We're all wearing black except for Simon. Look at this. I just noticed that. Sorry. But you are rocking the Rambarao. All right. You didn't get the message that we were all wearing black?
Yeah, come on, dude. So return of Gunpla talk. We're back in black. That was the name.
Hey, I don't mind that. A little ACDC up in here. Yeah. Hell yeah. All right. Good stuff.
I watched Iron Man 1 last night.
Ooh. Blast from the past.
My wife and I were going through the MCU, watching them in chronological order. So we got to Iron Man 1.
Wait, that's like the first one?
No, not in release order, in like story chronological order.
Oh, okay. Yeah, because then I guess
it's actually the third one.
Yeah, you're right. Because Captain America would come first.
Yeah, and then Captain Marvel.
Captain Marvel. Okay, yeah. I got you. Nice.
Yeah. So it was good to see. I haven't seen it in years and years, of course. So it's cool to see like the original again.
Nice.
There was some goofy moments for sure.
Oh yeah. Early on. Early. That was the first released MCU, so I can only imagine.
And my wife asked this, and I wasn't sure, but when they made Iron Man 1, were they planning to have like such a like extended MCU, or like were they planning the whole like Thanos saga and everything at that time, or what do you guys think?
Well, I think from what I've seen, they wanted something like that, and something loose was in the plans. But yeah, obviously, they didn't know if it was going to take off or not.
Yeah,
they didn't know how it would do, if it would be a flop or a hit. So they just kind of like, let's play it a little safe here. Let's not plan too much. But obviously, the post credit scene set up a potential sequel. So.
At least, what was it? It was for Thor, wasn't it?
No, it was just Nick Fury saying, "Hey, we're creating the Avengers."
Oh, was that? We forgot the first credit scene actually.
Yeah. So yeah.
Was it Iron Man 2 that had the hammer at the end to set up Thor?
I think so.
Maybe
well, was it? I think.
Maybe it's the other way around, isn't it?
I can't remember. It's been a while since I've seen those first ones, so details are a little fuzzy.
Yeah, we forgot to watch that part. We just, as soon as it ended, we just went to bed.
Oh, you just clipped it. Yeah. Nice. But
we made a rookie mistake,
especially with the MCU, right?
Yeah, I know.
Oh, jeez. Nice.
It's crazy when you got to like all the way until like started to get, and just like the past couple years, the very later. Some of the most recent MCU movies where like you're at the theater and still some people are leaving like as soon as the credits start to roll. It's like, how do people still not know this yet?
Well, I'm one of those people. I'm like, look, it's gonna be some person, and I'm back, or I get ready for my turn, and I'm like, I don't need to see this. So I'm one of the cool people leaving, Zach.
Embarrassing. No.
I love those because it just kind of sets everything up. I don't know. It's just a big tease,
Yeah, so. some of them were certainly a lot more exciting than others.
Yeah. Oh yeah.
There were some cool ones, but yes. Anyway, were we going to talk about GBWC this year?
Yeah. Josh, weren't you going to say something real quick? Because I did a timeout and you were like mid sentence. I'm sorry.
No, it's like not even interesting now. No, that's all right.
Oh, okay, just lost the moment.
No, it's good.
So GBWC this year. What are you guys thinking? Because we've like on my live stream, we've had conversations about this, and we've had conversations on mechanism. But I'm kind of interested to see what your guys' take on it is. What do y'all think? Is it happening or is it not happening?
Well, I guess it would have to go to online, right? Especially for like us in Australia, if we're going to be in this for a few months.
Yeah,
Yeah.
I think the problem is that because the virus is having like different effects in different countries of the world. So like in some areas it might be, safer at that time than others. So the question is like, do they just eliminate certain countries from the competition? It doesn't seem like that they would want to do that, or have those countries all move to being online. But like, I guess that could work for the competition, but like the whole point is for Bandai to have like the physical events and stuff, and that's good like sales, like marketing for them, right? So if they can't do that, then is it really worth it for them to put on the whole thing at all, or what? I don't know.
Well, I mean, Australia isn't. I think Australia is usually the first country to compete every year, isn't it? Or at least they're very early.
June or July, yeah.
So I mean, that's like either the first or one of the first. And I know Ryan had posted in Gunpla Builders Australia Facebook group that it's delayed at this point, and he's working on kind of backup plans. So it's just like, what do you do? I know here in the States they had wanted to expand the reach of GBWC tremendously to like local hobby stores, like the chains and stuff like that around the US. But who knows if that's going to happen now, It's just crazy.
Yeah, that's the problem with the US too, I was thinking, because like even if it's safe by like September or something like that to have any events, but some of the events happen earlier in the year. So like if they have to cancel one event, then it's kind of not fair to have other events later on, right? So
I'm sure that there's a way that they could expand it to make it like, if your event's canceled, here's an online area.
Yeah, I don't know.
And do you think they'd do that? If they did online, they're missing out on a lot of the marketing, but it wouldn't cost that much to do it online, I don't think. So they may still do that. Yeah. And still have the event at the end of the year. Yeah.
Yeah, I mean, it's hard to say. I mean, even if you have complete 100% online entry, like from all over the world, I mean, then the question is, do you have people fly internationally to Japan and have a bunch of people in one room at the same time? If this is still going on at that point, like, how's that even go down?
Yeah.
Yeah. If it's still going on, I reckon definitely no. It would have to be like, we would have had to have like 3 months of clear. Yeah.
Yeah.
Isn't it weird? It's so weird, right?
Yeah. Very weird.
And I mean, you're talking
surreal. Oh.
You're talking what? 3 months. So November, October, September. So everything would have to be cleared out within the next 8 months.
And probably even then, still, when we've been cleared out, most countries will still have mandatory 2-week quarantine for any people coming in on a plane. I reckon that's going to be there for a while. Yeah.
I mean, I feel really bad for like the Italians, like Matteo, Riccardo over there. Those two guys. I know Riccardo. He lives in northern Italy, kind of like where everything's kind of bad.
It's really bad there.
Yeah, just from his post, it looks like he's doing fine, thankfully. And Matteo obviously has been posting a lot and trying to help his friends and people out, which is really, really admirable. So shout out to Matteo if he ever sees this. But those two guys seem to be doing, faring well and everything. But I mean, they can't go out of their homes for non-essential purposes. They can't get resources. They can't get supplies. How are they going to build a GBWC worthy, piece under, let's face it, severe handicaps, and that's kind of one of the other things that we've talked about kind of on my side of things. It puts everybody at this point, everybody around the world, it puts everybody at a handicap. Unless you are 100% stocked with supplies, which I don't know many people that are completely stocked with, all supplies that they need from the very beginning. But for those of us that are not, myself included, it's you're gonna kind of be working behind the eight ball a little bit, you know, and that handicaps you. And then at that point, you know, what's the level of expectation that, you know, that's to be expected this year? Is there going to be an asterisk next to 2020? I mean, what's the?
I don't know. I would say that, you know, working within limitations is a lot of times better for your creativity. So it could end up, you know,
could be
better.
Yeah.
Maybe you can't get your hands on like some certain exact product that you really want to have that you think is really essential, but it will force you to do something different. So maybe something that a little bit more creative.
Yeah. I mean,
and like
it's funny.
people be sharing paints with each other. Like, hey man, has anybody got that German gray? And somebody will be sending paints, sharing them together.
And it's actually kind of funny that you mentioned that, Josh, because I'm sitting here on one of my live streams last week, you know, after I got laid off, you know, and we're you know, me and Justin, we live in the same state, and you know, we're like, all essential businesses are closed until further notice, you know, so we're just like, okay, we're not going anywhere. I'm not going anywhere. And then I just kind of, you know, made a rhetorical question on one of my streams. I'm looking at my super glue bottle that's three quarter full still, and I'm like, oh man, what if I run out of super glue? You know, just rhetorical question. Like, I didn't really think that I was going to run out of super glue, even though I use this stuff tremendously. But you know, one of the guys that watches my stream, Julius Dembski, he hits me up. He says, "Go to the post office on Friday," and he sends me these brand new, you know, brand new stuff. So I mean, that's kind of cool, you know, it because this type of thing does bring out the kind of the human side of things too. And that's kind of goes to Josh's point, you know, people sharing resources and stuff. So that was kind of heartwarming. I'm not going to lie.
Oh yeah, that's lovely, man.
Nice,
Yeah. But you know, personally, I kind of hope they cancel it this year. And I hate to say that. I really hate to say that. But this is the thing. The reason why I hope they cancel it this year is because of the reasons why I kind of mentioned before, the kind of the handicapping of this year, and that, I mean, it's global, obviously. So nobody's getting an advantage out of them canceling it. You know, we're all kind of clean slate almost, right? But yeah, I mean, there's just so much going on. Obviously, Australia's already been delayed at this point. Who knows if it's going to actually happen? Many other countries are probably going to follow suit. You know, I think that the plans for this year, especially in the U.S., they've got to be scaled back a bit, because they can't have all of these things, you know, go on with gatherings and all that, obviously. And mind you, I'm purely guessing at this point and just kind of giving my opinion. None of this is known, none of this is set in stone, none of this is fact, right? Super opinion. But yeah, I mean,
facts, man.
Huh?
Just the facts, man.
Man, get out.
You got the inside scoop.
No, I mean, but I just think, you know, everybody's going to be handicapped this year. So, and there, I think there's more important things to worry about than building giant robots out of plastic. You know what I mean?
Well, at least we're having a competition about it. I mean,
yeah, well, I mean, that's kind
that's pretty much all anyone's doing now.
That's kind of what, yeah, I think you said it better. Yeah. Obviously, I mean, I think, you know, this is a wonderful way to pass the time and not go stir crazy in your homes. But do we need a global competition right now?
I don't know. Counter to that, I think people having goals in these kind of times is really nice. Like, people are stuck at home and they're like, man, okay, I'm going to spend working on my GBWC. I think that's good. So yeah. I hope it still goes ahead.
Yeah.
But it will be it'll be hard to make it fair and easy for everybody if they don't do a blanket online ruling or something like that. But I hope it does. And if people don't want to enter this year, that's fine. And if you do, if you got the time to do it, and because some people they'd be like, crap, this is like the first time in years I've ever been able to have time to do a GBWC. Sad as that is, yeah.
Yeah, there's that too. There's that too. You know, it's just. Sorry, Zach. Go ahead, man.
I was just gonna say, I think that's a good point, Josh. Is that that people, don't. I mean, if they are unable to get like all the supplies and everything they need, like the handicap you're talking about, Tim, there's no rule that they have to enter this year, that they can't just enter next year. Like maybe they wanted to enter this year, but if they're not able to, it's not like it's the last GBWC ever.
Oh, sure. Well, we don't know that yet, do we?
No. And I think at the end of the day, the important thing to just keep in mind is that it's all about marketing for Bandai. So whatever decision they make, that's going to be a major factor in it. So you have to think about that.
Yeah. Yeah. And I think those are good points too. I think those are good points. But I mean, ultimately, I think ultimately what it comes down to is the safety of obviously everyone, right?
Oh, sure,
I think we can probably all agree with that. So either yay or nay, either way, that rhymes. I don't know why. I think we got to be safe. We got to be safe. So,
what are you thinking of, Zach? You look like you're about to say something.
Yeah, but it's too late now because
okay.
I was gonna try to keep the rhyme going.
Oh, sorry.
All I could think of was gay, so I didn't want to say it.
So Simon's up here. He's just like, I don't give a shit about GBWC. It's not in the UK anyway, so whatever.
Wake me when it comes to Europe, eh? Right, Simon?
Yeah.
Well,
Simon's like, now all you tossers know how I feel.
Yeah.
What'd you say, Simon?
I was just saying, I mean, there's France now, isn't there? So.
Yeah.
Yeah. Mm-hmm.
And their withered builds.
Wow.
Yeah. That was pretty good build, though. I'm not gonna lie. I didn't get a chance to see it in person, unfortunately. But from what it looks like in pictures, Phil Crespi did a pretty bang up job. So his was the one that got there late and didn't get judged. Oh man. Heartbreaking. Just absolutely heartbreaking.
Horrible.
Yeah. The airline delayed it, and it got there 2 days later. It got there on the Monday.
Hey, but on the good note, Phil just had a baby, so like a month or 2 months.
Did he
ago,
really?
Right. So.
Oh, nice. Well, congratulations to him. That's awesome.
Yes.
That's awesome.
Not a consolation.
Sorry?
Maybe he just had a couple months of being sad about GBWC, but then at least something to come out of it good. So
yeah.
Well, not related to GBWC, not to come out of it, but something good to take his mind off of being sad about GBWC.
Oh yeah, yeah. Now he has to be sad about losing all that sleep.
Go.
Yeah.
Nice.
Fingers crossed. He's doing all right.
Oh yeah, he'll be good. He'll be good. So, what are you all doing to cope with this being basically locked up in your homes, aside from Gunpla?
I was gonna say, Justin and I have talked about board games on here before, but I've just bought a new one called Wingspan, and you basically have these birds, and you get different bird cards and different eggs and stuff. Haven't played it yet. It's meant to be one of the top games currently, but there's another one called Ravine, and it's basically like the Survivor TV show. And you all get dropped down from a plane crash, and you all land down, and you have these heart tokens, and you flip them to see if you've lost limbs and broken legs and stuff. And each day you have to forage for like fish, or maybe you find some wood. And if you find some stone, then you can make a spear, and you'll go back to like the camp at night. And you got to build shelter and stuff and try and stay alive. And if people lose all their hearts, they have to pull up madness cards, which means they might attack another player. And at nighttime, wolves come in and stuff. And Basically, you got to stay surviving for like I think 10 nights or something. Point is, you can download the game and print it out and try it out at home. So if anybody's stuck with any kids and you're really bored, you can download the PDF and print it out and play it. And it's meant to be really fun. So I'm going to try that tonight with my girlfriend and see if
Is it a co-op game?
Sorry, is it co-op? Yeah. 2 to like 8 players or something. So the whole thing is you might give each other resources like, here, I've got wood. You got to make that spear so you can kill that animal so we can have some food for tonight. But it's meant to be really fun. So I'm going to try that out. So yes, Justin.
There's my board game collection.
Jesus.
And Zach, I missed your face that whole time because I was concentrating on telling you how good this game is.
Zach is expressing
Committed?
facially how I feel right now. Like,
Man,
What the hell?
don't knock it till you try it. You can't knock
Yeah,
it.
well,
This is how I've been coping.
oh Jesus. Get that out of here.
Yes. Now, man, see, I've never played any Animal Crossing. It must be so much fun. Is it just lovely? Is that what it is?
On paper, it sounds awful, but when you play it just sucks you in. It's great.
Oh man.
And
Yep.
like it's like I get to like this is the perfect time to play this because I can go to virtual outside because I can't go to real outside.
Ah, yes, man.
It's basically like Sims, but with cute animals, right?
Kinda ish, not really. Like the Sims is like you give them all personalities and they just kind of like live their lives and you can like influence things.
Okay.
This is like you are your little person. And
Okay.
you have to like make the village or in this case the island successful, I guess. So like you decorate everything, you choose where everybody's houses go, you decorate your own house, you do mindless chores, you go fishing all day. It's great.
So is it like those kind of games where it like distills everything down and it makes it hard for you to like get, I don't know, a fishing rod. So then by the time you get one, you're like, yes. Is that kind of basically what it does?
You get a lot of the stuff pretty early on, but it breaks. It's kind of like they did the Zelda thing where like everything in the game breaks. So you're always like grinding resources and stuff, but like the game takes place in real time. So like if I walk outside right now, it's nighttime, just like it is outside. And like with different seasons come different animals and insects and things to catch. And there's new events that tie into real world events. It's interesting. It's fun. It's very relaxing.
So the real world ties into that?
Yeah, like when it's Christmas time, there's Christmas events in the game.
So is all the animals like locked up in their homes and they can't go out?
Oh,
No, they can wander around and do whatever they want.
Cough and sneeze on each other. Yeah.
Might need some antivirus software on that Switch there, Justin.
Oh yeah.
But I'll be here all week. Anyway, that was a bad joke. Sorry. So that's fun. Funny anecdote. I know pretty much everybody is playing Animal Crossing at this point, except for me. I'm just not in it. So on Mechanism the other night on the after show, I actually asked like, who is this Tom Nook guy? Like, I didn't even know it was related to Animal Crossing, right? I just seen people like referencing this Tom Nook name, right? And I'm like, who is this guy? I don't know who he is. Everybody just cracked up laughing, gave me hell about it and everything, and I'm like, oh, okay. They filled me in. So, yeah, that's kind of where I am with Animal Crossing.
Do you have any Do you have video games in your house, Tim?
I do, yeah. I got like a fully stocked Steam account. But I'll be honest with you, I can't remember. Huh?
How many games you got? Why aren't we friends?
God,
Tim be playing. Madden 2019, Madden 2020.
Handren Hasaki Art, he's in the chat. He actually asked, what was the last game you played? I think the last video game that I played was probably the latest Borderlands.
Oh yeah.
Is that on Steam yet?
Huh?
Is that on Steam yet?
No, I'm not. Well, I take that back. Not Borderlands 3. So I think it was like the pre-sequel or whatever. So
So just the
yeah,
original. Yep.
it's been a few years, right? It's been a few years. I just don't have time for it. I just don't have time for it. So yeah, no, I used to play video games, but this is what I do now. So yeah, I haven't had any time for it. So
I'm playing my girlfriend. She never played games when she was younger. I guess her friends didn't have games and stuff. And it's so weird to give her something like Mario and have her like you go, okay, just push the A button, and she has to look down at the key at the keypad to do it. And it's this really interesting process of just going, no, just okay. So and she goes to jump. And so wait, which was my hand going to go? Okay, it's like this. And I go, okay, so jump from this platform to this platform. And she jumps and then pushes over. And of course, she doesn't make it. And I'm like, no, you got to do them at the same time. And she'll still just do that. Like it's two separate actions. And it's like drumming, of course. When you first like drum, instead of having different hands, you do it all together. So she'll do them kind of together. And we're playing this game called Unravel on Switch, where you're these two little yarn people. They're kind of like this big in real life. And they're going through like car parks and houses. And they're joined by yarn. They're just kind of little wound up people. And you have to jump and throw a lasso of your own yarn to hook onto something and swing down and then let go and go onto a platform. This is like 3 button presses. I can do it easy, but I've been doing it for like 20 years. And watching her do it, she'll jump out, throw the lasso, then let go of jump and fall. And the problem was that like maybe the second or third screen, we had to do 3 of these in succession, which is just easy for me. And the screen opened up and I'm like, oh God, here we go. Cause this is just horrible. Cause she'll get the success of getting the first one and then miss the second one. It has to go all the way back. So it's this interesting thing watching somebody, are they having fun? Are they getting really frustrated? Cause I'm like, man, difficult games is cool cause you get satisfaction of getting it, but I can get to the end. But she's starting to get it now. And the moment where she says, she's getting really hard to get through this part and I could piggyback her over. And I'm like, you done? And she goes, no, give me one more go. And I'm like, oh, she said one more go. This is like the sign of it actually clicking with her. She's getting some satisfaction of it. So things like that you take for granted that just and you think is instinctual with games, but other people don't know. And I always don't want to push her because I don't want her to go, I don't like video games because I forced her. So I'm never forcing her. I'm too supportive. When she does something and nearly gets it, I'm like, oh man, you nearly got it. That was cool. And she's like, stop talking. It's distracting. Even though it's supportive, shut up. So I'm having to like bite my tongue. But it's been really fun. And she's starting to like it, which is really cool. Yeah.
Nice. Simon, what have you been doing, buddy?
Combination of binge watching.
Yeah.
And playing Stardew Valley.
Ah, okay.
Oh
okay.
Man. Stardew sounds just lovely, just like Animal Crossing.
Yes.
Nice.
Endless milking cows. Picking up eggs. Making mayonnaise. And giving people things that they don't deserve.
That just sounds
Summer loves that game.
Much fun.
But it's just weirdly addictive. It's the second time I've played through it. It's exactly the same, but
gotcha.
It's up the hours. So.
Yeah, well,
It's
I guess so.
Perfect design.
Yeah. What have you been binge watching?
I just finished watching Ragnarok.
Okay.
Which is pretty good.
Yeah.
It speaks to me because I'm part Norwegian, so it was very nice.
Okay.
To see my homeland again.
Simon's a Viking. I didn't know that.
Only partially. My grandmother is Norwegian.
Even partially, you're still a Viking. You need the hat and everything. We need to make that happen. Hell yeah. Nice. Zach, what about you, buddy? What have you been doing to pass the time?
Working.
Yeah.
I've been doing that as well.
Yeah. Like I was just saying before we got on with Simon that my kids actually like schools like elementary and up are still not going to school now until I think they go back April 11th. They're supposed to go back, assuming that nothing gets worse or anything. But everything's kind of getting better here recently, so it's kind of normalizing a little bit. So elementary and up aren't back yet, but below that, preschool and like daycare, which is are my kids because they're 2 and 4. Finally they had a couple weeks off, but then they finally went back. So I'm kind of just back to a normal. I'm able to just work like normal now, and so just working in here, so I don't have to go out anywhere. I take my daughter in the morning, and then usually the only other thing that I'll do is maybe stop and pick up some coffee or something, and otherwise I'm just here working. So it's not really too much of a change for me. But I have been playing a little bit more games than usual. Like for the past few years, I really haven't like played anything at all, really. Even mobile games, really not that much. But I've still been playing the Gundam mobile game a little bit. It's not quite as interesting as it was at first, but I'm still just playing it basically just to collect stuff in the game now. And also I've been through Pokemon Quest on mobile as well. If you guys are like a old school, like if you played like the original Pokemon games, then you should try Pokemon Quest. It's not the same as that, but it's a free mobile game that's pretty fun if you like just a really simple like Pokemon game, and it's only the first 150 Pokemon too, so you don't have to worry about like any of all the newer Pokemon that you might not know, like me. So that's pretty fun. I've got my Pokédex is like 142 or something like that. Anyway, I just got the last few now, so I'm just almost done with that game pretty much at this point.
I never played any of the original Pokemons back on Game Boy and stuff. I wish I could kind of go back in time, back to then, and play it, because man, it would have just been fantastic.
You should just
Like
probably get your hands on like an old Game Boy.
Yeah.
Oh man, I could. That'd be great. Hell yeah! I'd
You
get an
got a
old
Switch,
Game
right?
Boy and like a carton of AA batteries. Yeah.
Yeah. Big time.
It's
What was that, Justin?
I
said you've got a Switch, right?
I got a Switch. Yeah. Can I play the old ones on it?
They have Let's Go Pikachu and Let's Go Eevee. It's basically like an updated version of the originals.
Ah, okay. Oh man.
I've been
Cool.
teaching Aubrey, like Aubrey's been playing them, and like for
Yeah,
somebody who can't read, she's gotten through like the first 4 gyms by herself. Caught a whole bunch of
Wow.
Pokemon.
Oh, that's cool.
So yeah, that's pretty
Nice.
fun. And like just since yesterday, I started playing My Oasis. It's not really much of a game, really. It's just kind of a thing just to kind of pass the time when I have like a few minutes free time. So it's like a kind of tapping game where you just have your own little kind of island, and as you tap, like your island grows, and there's more animals and plants and stuff growing on it. It just started a new island.
I just looked at it. It's all like polygonal kind of artwork. It looks nice.
Yeah.
Oh, it's
pretty
the
fun.
poster that I think brought up is My Oasis, a healing clicker game.
Yeah, very.
Yeah.
Cool. No, but it seems kind of strange to even call it a game. Really, it's not really too much of like a game, but yeah, it's about all that I really have the interest or time for. So it's fine.
Right.
It's cool. It's
Nice.
nice, simple, and pretty. So
Very
Yeah.
cool. Very
that's
cool.
really how I've been passing the time. I don't really binge watch anything really. So like I said, I've started watching the MCU movies again with my wife, but that's not like binge watching. We're watching like a couple a week. We don't watch every day or anything.
Right.
I'm so
Nice.
bummed that cinemas are closed down, because I would go like every week. And I realize, oh man, I'll get to go to a movie. Oh no, I won't. It's just crazy having things closed down like that. You realize, yeah.
Yeah. Right.
Mm.
Everything. Finito.
Mhm.
Yeah.
I started watching. You guys remember What We Do in the Shadows? I know Tim, you saw that,
Yes.
the New Zealand
Yes.
vampire kind of documentary. So there's like a break off of that. The 2 police officers in there that come in, and they're a bit oblivious. They have their own show called Wellington Paranormal, where the 2 police officers basically just investigate paranormal things, and they're still clueless. Like there's a vampire guy, and he's like been stealing blood, and they're like, so where'd all the blood go? And he goes, I haven't done anything wrong. And the chick's like, well, no, I know. I just want to get to the bottom of it, and we're going to get through that by talking. And it's that exact same dry humor, and
I love
it's really cool. It's good fun, yeah. So
There's,
that's good fun to watch.
There's an American what they do in the shadows here on a channel called FX, right? Yo,
Oh, cool.
oh my god, it's hilarious. Like it's not the same vampires. Because it happens here, obviously in the U.S. It happens in New York of all places. And it is so damn funny. Like I fell in love. And it's the same type of humor, right? Because it's produced by Taika Waititi. And all the same guys. They even made appearances, kind of like in one of the episodes too, where they had like the Grand Council of Vampires, and all the original guys from the movie were in it, and just crazy amounts of other people. Like who else was in it? Danny, what was it? Trejo, Machete, the dude from Machete, that guy.
Oh yeah.
He was one of the Grand Vampire Council. Pee Wee Herman was in there.
He's a real vampire.
Yeah, right. Who else? Wesley Snipes, because he was in Blade, right?
Yes.
He was there. And it's just a bunch of other people. It was really, really cool. And it's just absolutely hilarious. So I don't know if you guys can see it down under, but if you get a chance, oh my God, it's so damn funny.
Cool.
And they're only half-hour episodes, and I think there's only like 13 in the first season or something like that. But I just laugh my butt off every episode. The second season's due to come on, premiere here in a couple weeks. So yeah, dude, if you can watch it, definitely. Oh yeah, Ricardo Silver Maverick, Tilda Swinton is in it too. She's, I think, like high priestess of the Vampire Council or whatever.
She's another real vampire as well. She's so spooky.
Yeah, man.
Cool. I didn't know they did another show, but that's rad.
Oh yeah, dude. Oh, if you can watch it, I highly suggest it.
That's weird. I was just going to mention a different movie too, though, but it also has Tilda Swinton. I was going to ask if you guys saw The Dead Don't Die. Did you see that?
I haven't. What's it about?
Is that Bill? Is that got? Who's that got in it?
Bill Murray and Adam Driver.
I haven't watched that. Is it cool?
It was quite funny. I watched it on the flight in February.
Oh yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, it's a Jim Jarmusch movie, so it's that really, really dry, goofy humor. Iggy Pop is also in it, kind of significantly playing like one of the main zombies. It's a zombie movie.
That's awesome.
But like
Iggy Pop looks like a freaking zombie.
Yeah.
Baggy zombie.
It's pretty good. And like Bill Murray is great, of course, always, and Adam Driver is great. It was Tilda Swinton is in it too.
Nice. Anyway, what's it called?
The Dead Don't Die.
And it's a zombie movie.
Yes.
Oh, wait a minute. Is that the one where they're cops, right?
Yes.
I saw previews of that. Of that. I forgot what it was called though. So, and obviously it didn't do great here in the States,
Yeah.
Box office wise, but it looked funny as hell.
It was good. It was good.
Yeah. Nice. I'll have to keep an eye out for that.
You guys with young kids, have you seen the Australian cartoon called Bluey? It's like a family of dogs.
Yes.
Yeah. It's cool. It's made in my home city here by local animators. And it's just about a mother and father and two little kid dogs, and they just get up to games and stuff. What do you think of it, Justin? Because I find it ridiculously lovely and not cheesy, and it's fantastic.
It's like Peppa Pig, but a million times better.
Yeah. Okay. Yeah.
Because the character's not a jerk, but like it's super lighthearted fun, and like the family's super great, and all their like neighbors are like in on the antics.
Yeah. I finish episodes, and I'm like, why am I watching this? We don't have kids. When is the next episode coming out?
There's only one season of it on Disney Plus. Is there only
I think
one
they're
season
doing
of it?
The second one is now coming out in Australia. I finally have something before you Americans. Yes.
I'm jealous that you're like near them. That's pretty cool.
Yeah, the scenes in it, it's really nice. It's like having a cartoon based in your hometown. The intro scene comes up, and then there's like the neighborhood, and I'm like, that's the church, like 1 minute walk from my house. That's the building, that's the cafe there, and you go, it's lovely. The episodes are like 7 minutes long. I recommend all you guys just check out just one of the episodes. Just watch it yourself, see what you think. It's really nice. Yeah, it's cool.
It's really good.
What's it called?
It's called Bluey. Because the dogs are blue healers, so it's called Bluey. Bluey. Yeah.
I don't think I've seen it. I don't think it plays here.
Yeah, it might not.
Maybe
Yeah,
not.
yeah, it's really nice. Yeah, couple episodes, my girlfriend and I at the end, I'm like, oh man, I've got like 60% tears here, and it's a 7-minute episode. I don't know how they do it.
That's awesome. That's awesome. Yeah, I watched a good one here recently. It's the newest Guy Ritchie movie, The Gentleman. Have y'all seen that?
I've seen that one. Yep,
Oh, it's so good.
it's cool. Yeah, it's very cool.
Oh, it was the best. I mean, Matthew McConaughey, Colin Farrell, Charlie Hunnam, Hugh Grant. I mean, come on, that's just it's an amazing cast, and they do such a great job. It's basically like your typical run-of-the-mill Guy Ritchie gangster movie, in the same vein as Lock, Stock, Snatch, all that, Two Heads, everything. Yeah, I mean, it's exactly what you expect from a Guy Ritchie film, and it does not disappoint if you like that style, which I absolutely love. And it's awesome. It's awesome. Have you seen it, Simon?
No, I haven't. No.
You haven't seen it?
The last Guy Ritchie film I watched was Layer Cake.
Okay.
Yeah, I'll look out for that. Yeah.
Oh, dude, it's it's quintessential what I would imagine like British, like proper British gangsters to be.
Cockney?
Oh, dude, yeah, like Colin Farrell, like Colin Farrell's, yeah, like Colin Farrell's character is a boxing coach, and that's his name, Coach. That's all you get is Coach. He's the coach. And he's got this one part where he's talking to this other guy, and he says, you know, I've been forced into making a film, and he meant film, right? But he pronounces it film, and I freaking lost it. I freaking lost it just over
That's
how
very northern.
Yeah, dude. Oh man, it is. Phew, yeah, so freaking good. So good. And I just at some points I laughed my ass off. Like the dialogue is quintessential Guy Ritchie, like because there's like quick hitting, you know, dialogue back and forth that, you know, you'd have to be like have an IQ of like 180 to kind of be able to come up with quick banter and quips, you know, like that. As opposed to being obviously scripted, but yeah, great movie. I highly suggest it. Highly suggest it if you haven't seen it. It's called The Gentleman.
It's on Netflix.
I don't know. I don't think so right now.
Okay,
Not out yet. Yeah.
I had to cancel my Netflix, so I don't know.
No.
Damn. Do you guys know, is there a service where I want to basically watch a movie, say like watch a movie with you guys, and we're all watching it on our homes and we push play at the same time? Is there some website or app or something like that you know that does that?
I think Facebook has a feature like that.
Okay, cool. Yeah.
Does it?
Okay.
Yeah, it's like a watch party thing.
Yeah, but that's
watch
actually
party.
stuff that's broadcast on Facebook, though.
Yeah, but I do think there's another service that does it though. I think actually Netflix just rolled that out too.
Yeah.
Because of this.
Of course they would. Yeah. Okay, cool. Yeah.
Anyway, you guys have
that's
fun
all
watching
I'm gonna
Netflix.
Oh.
Wah, wah, wah.
Yeah, I told you like 2 board games, Tim. You don't need Netflix. You're getting
Yeah,
those
right.
board games. You're gonna print them out.
Shit, I got two projects going. Like, hell, I don't have time for freaking games, board games, or video games. I got 2 projects I gotta finish. So, oh yeah.
Oh.
So
Yeah.
that's a
Yes,
downer, isn't it? Wah, wah.
What a shame.
So what's your guys' current lockdown status? We haven't got. Tell me if you're done talking about COVID crap. Our Australian Prime Minister is doing really piecemeal kind of things. Like, okay, you can now your weddings have to be no more than 5 people, but your personal training boot camps can be 10 people. Funerals, you can't have more than 10 people. But a haircut, you can go for a haircut, but it has to be shorter than 30 minutes. You can't be there longer than 30 minutes. It's all these really weird, specific things. He's such a dork, bless him. He doesn't know what he's doing at all.
It's just everything's shut down except for funerals.
Yep, man, it makes sense. In New Zealand, Jacinda, she's just great. She's like, not lockdown. We're just locking down everything. So we still are allowed to go outside, but now you can't meet up more than 2 people unless you're family.
Yeah,
you can't meet up with more than 2 or like one other friend or something like that. And I've got my drone here, and I've been flying a lot because it's good to get out of the house and go flying. And they just started closing skate parks and playgrounds because, of course, people will still go and hang out there. And I'm scared they're going to close. Well, the cop's going to tell me to stop flying my drone. It's my way to fly and get some outside time. So hopefully they don't do it yet. But I was curious what you guys have. So you're a total lockdown, Simon.
Pretty much. You can go out shopping, but you must maintain social distancing. And what was it? Yeah, you're allowed out for 1 hour for exercise.
Oh,
Wow.
wow.
How do they enforce that?
Well, it's kind of like they do it through getting other people to tell you off.
Oh. Oh, no, okay.
Yeah, it's like it's like social policing. You just get really sort of funny looks from old people if you go outside.
I was walking.
So it's just like normal. All right. Hey.
It is just like normal.
Oh, funny.
Hey, Brian, what are you doing out here? Go the fuck home. Jesus.
I was walking my dog yesterday, and of course people will be walking their dog towards you, so I cross the road and go around them and stuff. And I was walking him, and we came around a corner, and there was a mum and a little boy, 8 years old, with their dog, and they went across the road, and then I heard the boy go, "Mum, I want to go this way," and he was suddenly like 1 meter behind me, and I turned around, and without even thinking, I was like, "Hey!" Like that. Like he's doing something terrible, but it's bred this like now there's this instinct that like close human, get away. Like it was just really weird. Yeah.
Back up. Shouting in his face.
But like this,
kick the kid in the chest.
Yeah, it's really weird. It's gonna be so weird hugging people again, besides your family,
right?
Or even high-fiving people or something. Yeah,
they're just being like close to people, just even being in the same proximity, like flying, like imagine it at this point, right? Like think about this. 2 months ago, I was flying everywhere. I was flying everywhere across the U.S. for my job, and filming testimonials and doing this and doing that, and and seeing people, shaking hands with people, just whatever, I was just all over the place. Now I can't even imagine it. I can't imagine going to an airport and getting on a plane where someone is sitting directly next to me, not even 6 inches from my shoulder, right? Like, it feels like that would be weird.
Yeah. Isn't it funny how quickly your mind changes its kind of stance on things? Like just even 3 days. Like, I can't believe I went to that cafe yesterday. What was I thinking? Yeah. It's so weird, man.
Yeah. Well, somebody had posted, it was a tweet that somebody posted, and then somebody else reposted it on Facebook. And it said something to the effect that, people now are kind of have this weird level of stress and this kind of flight or fight type of mentality right now because, we don't know if we're doing enough or if we're doing too much. And we don't know where that middle ground is because we want to be safe, but then we also obviously want everybody else to be safe. And it's just that like kind of anxiety, not knowing, right? I mean, I don't know about you guys, but like when I go out to like the grocery store or to the post office, even like I am like super paranoid at this point because my local post office, I mean, they haven't really done anything. I don't see them ever cleaning any surfaces or anything. I have a post office box, so I make sure that after I get out of the car, like I don't touch my face or anything. And when I get home, the first thing I do is like I take off my watch, I take off my ring, Spray them with Lysol. Same thing with my phone and with my keys. I go wash my hands with soap and water, and then I put on hand sanitizer. And then, whatever I bring home, Lysol bath, like instantly. Like, it's crazy. It's just stupid. And I honestly, yeah, it's probably paranoia, but I'd rather be paranoid than sick, honestly. So
Oh yeah.
I don't know. Maybe it's just me.
No, man, I'm the same. When I go out now, then it feels like I start to get itches on my face, and I'm like, I can't do anything. And so then I'm just walking home, and I go like this. I'm like, no, get it away. And it's this weird sensation. Yeah, it's really weird.
And then you're just
It's
left to
probably
doing
because
like this.
you're consciously aware that you're not supposed to be doing it.
Yeah.
No, totally. That's it. Yeah.
So it's very weird. It's very weird.
And we were driving past this like bar cafe where they have burgers and beers and stuff. And it was only like maybe 3 nights ago, and we're like in lockdown, like my girlfriend and I on our own accord. And I'm driving by, and everybody's just sitting at tables having lunch and burgers and stuff. And I'm like, I want to be the old person to yell at them, "What are you doing? You're crazy!"
Yeah.
Of course, I'm the crazy yelling person. But it's weird how you feel like you should be doing that. It's for your own safety. Get home.
Yeah. Damn old people.
One of the girls I work with, every single day, consistently, I'll get on Snapchat and she's outside doing something, and I just want to be like, go home, stop. I want to go back to work.
Yeah, the longer you stay out, the less time I have before I go to work, or the more time I have before I go to work.
It's just weird. Like, I think I'm even more paranoid because I don't have a job right now.
Sure.
And it's just like, if I get sick, then what happens? Then I got to spend money
pressure, isn't it? It's not.
Yeah. Then we got to spend money that we don't probably have on hospital bills, and shit. Who knows if I'm even going to get in the hospital at this point?
I didn't even think of that. Of course. Yeah.
So
I think that's what's so scary. Why it would be scary in the U.S. Tim, because you guys in the U.S. don't have, like, your testing has not been good enough, so you really don't know about like how scary it is.
Yeah, tell me about it.
Here in Korea, like, it was obviously like one of the worst areas at first, but the testing has been so good. Like I've been like going out like every time I go out, which I was always just saying it's not that much, but when I do go out, it's like not even thinking about it at all, because like we have like they've been tracking the cases so well here that like we know that there hasn't been a case, like in the city where I live, there hasn't been any new cases for like weeks. So you never know who could come in from a different city, right? But we would know straight away, like as soon as anyone tested positive, like in this area. So it's been like, I said, like recently it's getting a little bit like returning to normal, but even when it was in the worst, it was like not that big a deal. And like nothing's been shut down. No one's been like in lockdown, like they have to stay home or anything. People have been staying home, I think, generally more than they would. And like some places are closed, like schools and like wedding halls and like weddings have all been like postponed and all that. So like none of that's going on, but it's like normal daily life is pretty normal for the most part here.
So that's mainly just due because the testing's been done so well.
Yeah.
Wow. Because we don't have very good testing over here in Australia either, and that makes a big difference.
Yeah.
Oh, that's great.
They've been handling it.
Our Prime Minister has the virus.
I didn't want to mention it. Our boy Boris.
And then
my favorite gorilla.
Our health minister also gets it.
Oh, how ironic is that?
After he goes on national TV and says, everybody's got to stay at home to save the NHS.
Oh.
And talking of that, a couple of months ago, at 8 o'clock at night, everybody in the UK came out of their front doors and clapped for the NHS.
Oh, like wow.
It was really nice.
I was going to say that must have been fantastic. Wow.
I mean, they're really the unsung heroes in all this, obviously. And
I want Australia to do that.
Yeah, it's so bad. Like, I know here in the States, like the doctors, some of the doctors, especially up in New York City, have been making um like posts on like Twitter and Instagram and stuff like that, showing
All those they have
videos.
ventilators.
Yeah. Well, I
Mm.
mean, one doctor up in New York, she took video, and I forget what borough it was in, but they had to rent a refrigerated truck for the bodies.
Oh my
Yeah,
god!
I saw that. Yeah.
Like that's tough, right?
Mm.
And these doctors are getting like 2 hours sleep a night, and it's just really, really taxing. And I mean, I don't know if you guys saw the scene out of Italy, just in the church, like rows of coffins, and the priest just kind of going down mass production style, just blessing each one. And come to find out, I think they were all doctors or medical people that had died, right?
They lost 923 people yesterday.
Yeah, in one day.
Wow.
In one day.
Jesus. I mean, that's insane. That's insane. This thing is crazy. Uh-oh. 924. Oh, nope, 923. That's okay. I was about to say, did we lose another one?
Yeah.
Nah. But yeah, no, it's nuts. It's absolutely nuts. What about you, Zach? What you said, it's just like situation normal?
I mean, for the most part, I mean, yeah, just stuff's canceled and they keep delaying school. Well, like the very first delay was just that, like this, the school year here starts from the beginning of March, and so they just delayed it like a week at first. They were gonna start on like March 8th or something instead of March 2nd, something like that, and then they delayed it another week, and they delayed it another week, and now it's finally until like April 11th. But yeah, just that. Weddings, any other sort of like conventions and stuff. Like my wife was supposed to go up to Seoul a couple weeks ago for like a nail convention or something, and that was canceled as well too. But other than that, yeah, daily life is pretty normal. Like no one's like hoarding stuff like toilet paper. The toilet paper thing is not even a thing here. People are not buying toilet paper like more than usual at all. It's not a thing at all. So that's why I didn't get it. That's why I was like kind of joking about it when I mentioned it on the stream.
Yeah. It's because we're just big dumb Americans.
Well, it's not even only in America. People in Australia were doing it too, right? Buying up all the toilet paper.
Were they? Oh.
Yeah. I don't know who told
Same here.
anybody that toilet paper was so important it was going to go out of stock or something. I think it was maybe Japan, maybe first or something that started doing it.
Was Japan.
Yeah,
Was it
yeah.
really?
Like, it was kind of like a logical guess. Like, man, we get a lot of toilet paper from China. We're not going to get any. But then they started panicking, and I think other countries saw that and thought, and it's that human thing. Wait, they're panicking about that. Maybe we should too. Yeah.
I thought we originated that. I honestly did. I thought that was all us. Just all
America doesn't come up with all the good ideas, Tim. Australia and Japan can come up with good ideas as well.
Trust me, this was a bad idea that we came up with.
I was trying to be sarcastic. Yeah.
No, I will be the first one to say we are absolute idiots in the States. We're 100% barbarians. There is no question about that. It's just, yeah.
This is the first time in my life where you get to see humans kind of panicking, and because people are doing that because they're scared and they don't know what to do. Yeah. And it's crazy seeing humans do that because we are just animals, kind of working off instincts and stuff. It's weird. Yeah.
Yeah. I mean, I saw it.
Self-preservation is higher than group preservation.
Yes. Yeah.
Yeah. Unfortunately, I saw it a little bit back after 9/11.
Yeah. I was just thinking about that. Like I was a kid when that happened, but
how old
that's
were
the
you
last time I was in middle school, I think. Like at the
Okay.
end of middle school.
Okay.
But like that's the last time I saw people panic at anything close to this.
I was in my 20s, and I remember, I vividly remember the day that it happened. I was a route salesman for one of the national ice cream companies here, and I would go into stores and just write orders and everything, come back once the order was delivered, put it to the shelf, and handle all that and hobnob with the management staff and all that. And I was on my way up to a store probably about an hour away from where I lived at the time. And you know, I was listening to a CD in my car. It was, you know, like I said, it was like 2011 or 2001. What am I saying? 2001. So I'm listening to a CD in my car, and I had no clue what was going on, right? Not a single idea. And then I get to the store, and I get a call from my boss, and he's just like, "Are you okay?" And I'm like, "Yeah, why? What's the deal?" He's just like, this is what happened. This is what happened. And I'm like, what? So I quickly turned the radio on after I got off the call with him, started listening, and I just started like, wow, this is, I guess this is happening, right? Went into the store, did my thing there, talked to the management staff. They're like, you know what? Just don't even worry about it today. Just go home. We've got this. We'll take care of you. We'll stock the whole thing. You just get the hell out of here. Which was not normal, by the way. So I, you know, got another call from my boss about 20 minutes after that. And he said, look, you know, everybody's going home for the day. Flights are grounded around the country. Just go home, be with your family. Just let's get through this. And yeah, I mean, it was full on panic, and paranoia for probably a good, at least week, if not more around here. So this is, I think, on a different level. This is more obviously sustained, and obviously it's something that, you know, is a bit of a different threat, obviously, but it's very similar feeling to 9/11, you know. So
it's oddly comforting knowing you forget for a moment that it's happening. Then you remember, wait, everybody's in this, doing it as well, and it's kind of oddly comforting in that way. Knowing that everybody's going through it, that's what I'm finding anyway.
Yeah,
it's good to see people coming together as well. It's a good thing.
Yeah, in their own kind of way, I think. Yeah, because Handred, and Handred had mentioned that in the chat too. He said, you know, people came together for that, and yeah, I mean, I think everybody here in the States was of kind of at that point one-minded in our kind of thought process, but I don't know about this one. What do you get the feeling, Justin? Do you feel like?
Well, see, this is one of the interesting things, is that, like, out of everybody here, you and I are the only ones in the U.S. and we're in the same state. We're in like wildly different areas. Yeah. Like, for me, I think that, like, in my particular area, people are kind of overreacting a little bit. But I'm glad to see that people are being cautious about it. Like, I'll go out to the store and not really think twice about it. But I will, like, when I come home, I'll wash my hands. I'll do all that stuff. Yeah. But, like, some people are, like, being really weird about it. Like, today I was like, I've been craving KFC. So I went to KFC. I went to go pay with my card. The woman took the little credit reader and, like, held it out the window, and I put my card in it, and then, like, she handed me my food on a tray, like, out the window.
Yeah,
cool.
So like, she didn't even want to touch you.
Yeah, like, some people are being really, really extra about it, and, like, I think we've had, like, 2 cases, like, maybe an hour from me.
Okay, so it's pretty sparse down in your county, right? Yeah.
So like, there, like, in my county. Yeah, I think there was 1 case a week ago, and I haven't heard anything about it. But, like, nobody near me.
Gotcha. In the county that I live in, we've got 19 so far. Yeah, which obviously doesn't sound like very much in comparison to obviously major cities and, you know, more populated counties. Granted, so, you know, please consider that. But speaking of how people are kind of being a little extra, was in the grocery store I think it was last week, and I look around the corner. Dude is in a full painter's a full painter's outfit, hood up, with the gas, with the respirator.
I've seen so many people with masks and, like, gloves and the whole thing, and I'm like, are you sick?
And, like, mind you, and dude had straight, like, heavy rubber gloves on. Like, he was dealing with volatile chemicals. But he's just in there, just shopping, just looking in the frozen foods, just like, and looking at his list on his phone, with his big rubberized gloved hand, like trying to push the buttons on and everything. I'm like, this dude, man. And I'm just sitting there, I'm like, yeah, I'll just wash my hands when I get home, homie. I'm not doing the full painter's thing.
Yeah, I think some people it's like their time to shine.
Yeah. Yeah. This is my moment.
I'm gonna go out in the whole getup. I hope somebody takes a picture of me and puts it on the internet.
Yeah.
It's like he's like Batman or something with his like superhero suit in the closet, and he opens it up and he goes, "Finally, it's time!" And it's his painter outfit. He's been waiting to wear it for like.
Yeah. He's got it underneath. He's got it underneath his button down. And he's just like, whoosh, like this. Yeah. And mind you, one of the dudes, Mushinin in the chat, he said he wears masks and gloves because he's got a compromised immune system. I totally get that, and I would absolutely, if you do, go full bore, man. Go full bore. I don't know this dude's story, obviously, but it kind of struck me as funny. I'm not gonna lie. I didn't think about it at the time, obviously, but yeah, he could have had a compromised immune system for all I know. So
I mean, anything. It's all about helping the hospitals keep up. So anything, if people doing crazy extra stuff, I don't care. If it means people can be saved, that's cool. Cool with me.
Yeah. Yeah.
We need to all get those Coca-Cola like summertime inflatable bubble things that they roll around on the beach on. Just walk around those.
That would be fun.
Oh man.
Have you seen those? Have you seen like
each other?
Yeah, have you seen like the sumo ones where it's just like a big donut around your upper body and you just go running into each other and they bounce off like 4 feet? Oh, those would be great. Just running into people in the grocery store.
Get closer. You can't physically get closer than 1.5 meters to someone because of the big bellies. So
yeah, exactly. That should be a thing.
Man. Look what just got delivered, guys. Look at that.
Oh, what'd you get? Look at that. He got it.
There we go. Look at this. Look at all this fun, Tim and Zach. Look at that.
The timing is impeccable.
So now we're going to start the second part of the show. 2 more hours where I tell you about it and how to play it. We're going to play it.
We're gonna go through do you have Tabletop Simulator, Josh? Can we?
I didn't know that was even a thing, and then I just sold this thing here, and I'm going to try and get it. So we'll see. I'm a noob to that one. Yeah.
Nice.
It's a virtual tabletop that you can play board games on, and if you get mad, you can flip the table.
Oh, you actually can. Yes. That's great.
That's Monopoly.
Yeah.
Oh man, freaking Monopoly. Why do we play it so much when we were younger? Sorry, Simon?
That game just goes on forever.
Yeah, I was going to say, why did we play it so much and love it? I hate it. It's not fun. You're just waiting until somebody gets all the money.
It's so much fun if you win.
It's fun when you have the money.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So one person's having fun and everybody else is just mad.
Yeah. Like I'll get all the orange properties and I'll start building hotel after hotel after hotel on them, and I just dare people to come around that corner and land on them. I'm like, come on, baby, yeah.
Oh man.
And then when they do, when they land on them, I'll be like, all right, how much you got?
That little dopamine rush of when you get to go, pay me, yes, pay me. Oh, man.
Hell yeah, man.
So bad.
That's the part about Monopoly is you're only having fun if you win. Oh hell. All right, guys. Let's see. It's we got about 9 more minutes. Start wrapping it up, shall we?
I just wish I could play any games with my kids. They're still too young to play any real games with them.
Damn, yeah.
Can't you play? You can play like Shoots and Ladders or Candyland or something like that. Like simple board games. Yeah.
We have like a really simple kind of version of Guess Who too that sometimes we'll play a little bit with my son. He can kind of do that.
Okay.
I thought about buying that for Aubrey like last week, and I was like, I don't know if she's gonna get that.
It's good. I like it because it's good for his English speaking too. just because he has to say like, is he wearing a hat or whatever like that. Like, it's just good practice for his speaking as well.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
So
I'm
it's good.
picturing like the simple version just has like two people, like a guy and a girl, and that's it.
No, I don't mean
Just
like that. I mean that it's just
no,
like
I know.
the people's cards like don't like flip down. It's a very anyway, it's just the people's cards, just these little paper cards that you just slot into the thing. It's a very simple version. The game is simple. The game is exactly the same, the mechanics of it, but the actual physical hardware of the game is very simple. I can't think of the right word, but
No, that's all right. I get it.
you get it.
Nice. Wonder if we can get Jimmy on next time.
Yeah.
Whoa, yeah.
So a couple people, I know Handren had said once when Zach posted it on the Facebook page, he said something to the effect that, "Oh, I bet Jim's coming back," or something like that.
I saw that.
And then Scuffle over there on YouTube, he said, "Although I do miss Jim, I miss Jimmy too. We should see if we can get him back on for one of these episodes. That would be
I'd
fun.
like to see what he's been doing
Right?
all this time.
Yeah.
And Scuffle says, "F you, Tim, get out of my head." It's because I read your comment, Scuffle. Calm down. Scuffle's my boy. He's funny. Anyway, all right. So y'all want to start wrapping this thing up? We got about what? We got about like 9 minutes or so to go.
Yeah, I kept
I'm
meaning
sure
to
we
mention
got
this.
6 minutes. Yeah, go ahead, Zach.
I kept meaning to mention this, that I'm not sure if everyone's aware of this, but it's super late where Simon is. So we're doing this at a different time than usual.
Oh yeah.
As you guys can see, and it's now what,
1 a.m.
something
almost
for you, Simon?
It's nearly 3:30.
Oh my
Yeah.
god!
God.
And
No.
I'm work tomorrow.
And you got to work tomorrow, son of a.
Yeah,
All right, yeah. Let's wrap this up. Jesus,
it's okay.
we've gone on long enough here.
Oh, I
Our
didn't
job
know
is
it was
done.
that late. Oh
I
god.
didn't know either.
Yeah.
Holy shit, man!
Oh man.
All right, let's do this thing.
Okay.
Let's wrap it up. All right. So let me start off here real quick. Zach, let me get all my stuffs out of the way here.
Sure. Here you are.
Hey, there we go. All right, so like we said before, you guys, I stream Monday through Friday, 3 p.m. to 5 p.m. Eastern U.S. time, and then on Monday and Wednesday, I stream as well at 10 p.m. to 12 a.m. Eastern U.S. time. Fridays, we do our group chat, a group hangout thing, show, shenanigans, what have you, called Mechanism. That is also from 10 p.m. to 12 a.m. Eastern U.S. time. You can find me on Facebook, Instagram, Twitter, Twitch, YouTube, all that good stuff. Lots of plans are being fast-tracked since I got laid off, so expect more from all of that stuff. So go follow, like, subscribe, share, all that. You know the deal. Just do it. If you want one of these, shadowmecha.com, hit the store button up at the top. You'll find all that good stuff there. And also, Mecha decals available from our boy our boy Adam at USA Gundam Store. If you're not familiar, these are the best decals on the face of the planet. They're printed by Cartograph, which are the absolute best decal printers in the world. Sheet 2 is shipping now. So if you have not ordered, or if you've got your pre-order in, expect that. So go copy some. They're amazing. So that's all I got.
All right. You're done, son.
Yeah.
Okay.
All right. Go, Josh.
Hi, I'm Josh.
And- Wait. Hey. All right, now go.
Big screen. I'm Josh from Australia, and you can follow me on Twitter, Instagram, Facebook, and my website, joshudara.com. Got my PDF book there, my artwork and everything. Say hi anytime, and that's about it.
Hell yeah.
All right. You can follow him at his internet website, Josh Odera.
Follow me on the
Uh-huh.
website.
All right.
Who's next?
Simon.
Simon, go.
Well, you can find me on YouTube, Facebook, Instagram, Gundam UK. and I will eventually be back on YouTube.
Yeah.
Just
Hell yeah.
on it at the minute. So yeah.
Good stuff.
Thanks, Simon.
Thank you all.
I have
Look at
one more show
Justin.
and tell, guys. Oh, okay.
Look at the Lucky
Justin
Charms in the
Builds,
background.
on YouTube. I know it. Cereal of Champions. Justinius Builds on YouTube, Instagram. Those are the big ones right now.
Stop it.
Twitter.
Stop.
I'm trying to be
I
more
can't take
active. If you want to, I'm going to try and start streaming again. So I'm going to maybe do some streams with this guy.
All right.
If you're interested in the weathering process on this, Patreon gets it first, but it will be coming to YouTube. I'm trying to get more videos out at a more consistent rate, and I would like to start streaming soon. So if you're interested, follow me on those.
And I think Patreon's doing the next 3 months. All the proceeds go to the hosts, I think. So that's
Oh,
a good
really?
thing. I think if anybody's supporting anybody on Patreon, it's even better now. Yeah, so that's really good.
That's awesome.
Yep.
All right. Zach?
All right. Hey. Okay, come on. Stop it, guys.
Yes, that is funny. So bad and funny.
Cut it out.
Dude, man, we got you so good.
Oh. Yeah. On here on my YouTube channel. Also Twitter and Instagram and my Facebook page as well. And the notching contest just recently wrapped up. So just again, thank you to everyone who participated with that. There was a lot of cool entries. If you guys haven't seen that, check the announcement, the winners announcement video last week. You can see all the entries there. So that was cool. And in the next couple, what's the date today? I don't know. What's the date today? The 30th. So that means tomorrow is the last day of the charity campaign. So I had the charity stream, and so thank you to everyone who hung out for that as well. And the campaign is still up until tomorrow. So there's a handful of kits that we're giving away for that. So once the campaign is wrapped tomorrow, then after that, I need to draw the winners for that. So if you want to enter to win some of the stuff for the giveaway, or just want to support the charity campaign as well, which is helping out the World Wildlife Fund there in Australia to help them to rebuilding the natural habitats for the animals that lost that with the bushfires. Yeah, you can still donate to that. And then even after my campaign's done, of course, you can still donate whatever, but it's just the campaign that I was having is finished tomorrow. So check that out if you want. And I think that's kind of all that I needed to mention for now. No new contests or anything coming up very soon that I can think of, but pretty soon. There's always one right around the corner, so it won't be too long or whatever till then we have the next one. So I think that's it. Yeah, for now.
I think so.
Just working on all kinds of stuff.
Always working.
Yes.
Hell yeah. All right. Well, with everything being said, Simon, buddy, welcome back. High five, Simon. High five. Let's go. Other side. Nope. Other side. Other
Simon.
side. Try it again. Nope. There you go. Yeah.
It's so
Let's
bad.
do
Josh is too far. Sorry, Josh.
Yes, sir. Yeah, Justin. Yeah.
We're stupid. It's like the Brady Bunch. It's terrible. Anyway, Simon, welcome back, brother. It's so good to see you doing well and everything. Seriously, really, really happy to see you.
Good to be
Yes.
back.
Hell yeah. Good. All right, boys.
One more show and tell. I forgot.
Yeah.
There was something I was working on.
Yeah. Uh-oh.
So I got this thing.
Oh, yeah.
I got this thing. It came
Wow.
it was a kit that I got 3 years ago. He came as a puppy, and you have to just feed him and give him water and stuff like that, and take him out on walks, and tell him he's a good boy. This is Henry.
Uh-huh.
This is our Labrador. There you go.
Henry.
Awesome.
Yep. That's it. Oh, he's waving. Look at that,
Oh,
everybody.
wow.
He's
That's
really
adorable.
waving. Oh,
He's such a good
He's
boy.
a talented
he's such a
dog.
good boy. There you go. That's his
That's
ears. Yep.
amazing.
I know, right? We trained him to do that. Wave. Good boy. Yeah. Okay.
Oh,
anyway,
my.
that's my dog.
Good stuff.
People who
We're
love
just
dogs
cyc-
will.
We're just
will
cycling
love
through.
that.
There we go.
Yeah. Sorry, it's being
Alright.
really weird. I don't know what's
Scuffle.
going
Is that a
on.
one? Scuffle. Is that a 1-to-1 scale dog?
Yeah.
Well, he's
Nice.
he's a no grade, so yeah, I don't know what the scale is. Yeah.
Mm.
Nice. Real grade, technically.
Oh, real total real grade. Yes.
On that note,
Yes.
let's get the hell out of here. Let's put a bow on this thing and call it quits. You guys, thank you for watching episode, what is this, 53
Three.
of Gunpla Talk?
Yes.
Man, we're getting up there in age, you guys. I don't know about y'all, but come on back next month. I'm sure, well, hopefully we'll all be here. Probably still
hopefully
locked
we'll have-
down.
Hopefully, we'll have some good news to talk about next month.
yeah.
I really hope so. Fingers crossed, you guys. Fingers crossed. But hey, thank you for taking the time out to watch Gunpla Talk. You all be safe out there. Wash your hands, wash your butts, take care of each other, do the right thing, and build something pretty damn awesome. All right. So we'll see you all next month. Bye.
Goodbye.
Goodbye.
GB. GB. Bye, G. Good. Bye, good.